You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Radio Show, only on Financial News and Talk. Now live in studio, your host, local and national real estate expert and consumer advocate, Ron Siegel.
And hello again. Welcome to Ron Siegel Radio. This is the show with no real boundaries as we discuss current events, financial markets, politics, sports, even poking fun at the rest of the media. This is the show that connects the dots of confusion delivered by conflicting media reports. We connect the dots so you know the actions you can take, how your family, your business can benefit in current events. Most of all, thank you for joining me. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day. We have a very focused show. We only chat about items that affect the roof over your head, your bank account, and anything I feel would benefit you, and then remind you, if you ever have any home or finance-related questions, I am the consumer advocate looking out for you. And you can reach out to me directly, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Just remember, that's the number you call anytime for assistance. When you call that number, it comes directly to me first. There are operators standing by.
I'm broadcasting. Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Well, I do have a great team when it comes to developing a financing plan, a plan to save you money. I personally work with you, even if you don't have any needs today. Save this number in your phone for future reference, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. And yes, we're celebrating today. We celebrate every day on Ron Siegel Radio. What are we going to celebrate today? How about National Clean Out Your Computer Day? Now, if I knew where to find my buzzer on this thing, I'd probably be pushing it now. We got a new board here, so
I got a bad feeling about
we'll
this.
just stick with that one right there. And what else do we have? National Football Hangover Day. Yeah, I could get behind that one also. I'm feeling it. How about you? You feeling that at all? Is it or is it just me? Am I the only one that's getting this football hangover? I don't know. Let's move right along. National Cream Cheese Brownie Day. Now, you would think there would be something that would be maybe a little bit, I don't know, more soothing than cream cheese brownies today. But, you know, it is cream cheese brownie day. I like cream cheese brownies. Of course, I like any kind of brownie. So, especially got that chocolate on the bottom there. Maybe in the afternoon we'll have cream cheese brownie with a glass of wine. Although today I might just need to go right after the broadcast and go get a Bloody Mary. You can go either way on that one, right? Okay, let's take a look and see what the markets are doing today. The Dow Jones Industrial Average up 20 points. The S&P 500 is up 28. And the NASDAQ up 189 points. Oil's up $1.43 a barrel. I don't know. Do we like that one? Well, it doesn't matter. In California, we're still paying more than almost anybody else in the country. S&P 5, the U.S., the 10-year Treasury is down just a little bit, not enough to talk about. 4.49 is where that Treasury is trading. Gas prices, $4.62 is what we're paying here in the formerly Golden State. Gas prices going up again. I noticed I went and got gas over the weekend. I had been at $3.99, then I was at $4.09. Now it's $4.15 at the local Costco. I don't even want to talk to Josh about this. You what, $3.20, something like that? Yeah, $3.20 a gallon. Thanks, Gavin. Hey, did you see this one? I mean, you know, we've had our share of troubles here in the formerly Golden State. But we got Karen Bass here. And, you know, you would think that at some point, now that these governments realize that somebody's watching, there's always somebody watching. But Karen Bass appoints a fire czar. Josh, I don't even know if this got to Vegas. So we got a fire czar here in California. And the fire czar was going to make $500,000 for 3 months. But it was coming out of charity, so I guess that's supposed to make it all well and good. Could you imagine giving your money to support the people that had these wildfires, devastation, and our mayor, not our mayor, the Los Angeles mayor, Karen Bass, decides that being a good steward of the people's money, of these charitable monies, was to hire a fire czar, $500,000 for a 3-month period. It just baffles my mind how these people can be such idiots, and they haven't figured this out yet, that the people are watching. We're watching all these things.
Such
Elon
an
Musk.
idiot.
Yeah,
Such
an idiot. So the fire czar now goes on TV and apparently realized not such a good idea to be a fire czar, making $500,000, so he's not going to work for nothing. Now, watch all these things going on, because we have all these different companies and all these different loons, in my opinion, and I'm right, that are talking about Doge finding all kinds of money that the government's wasting. I mean, hundreds of thousands of dollars to go to any play. I don't care, even though it's a transgender play. It doesn't matter to me. Going to a play for, I don't know, Al-Qaeda or Iraq or any of these areas, I don't care where this is. Is that really where our taxpayer dollars are should be going? Now, we're recording this broadcast. It is May 10th, and the vast majority of us are basically working for the government right now, right? Because our tax dollars for the first 3-4 months of the year, or our income for the first 3 or 4 months of the year, go to taxes. Did I not say February 10th? Okay, February 10th. I don't even know what I said. I must not have been listening. I might have. I thought I looked at it. Okay, so it's February 10th anyway. In the morning, if you're listening to us on ABC News and Talk, I know you're listening to us in the evening, but it's February 10th, and we're still working for the government. So ironically enough, I look at, well, maybe I shouldn't say this on radio, but I'm going to say it anyway. Hey, did you ever think about this when you go to these different websites, they ask for if you've got a group discount, and one of them asks if you're a government employee? Well, for the first 4 months of the year, aren't we all government employees? Our money all goes to the government. And so they can have this USAID that gives money to organizations to give money to different countries that hate us, people that hate us, for things that are against our own beliefs, yet it's where our tax dollars are going. Am I the only one that wonders why this is, how this can be happening, and what the value of this is? I just don't get it. And, you know, maybe the idea here where we can go from 10,000 employees at USAID to 294 employees and moving them all into the State Department? Or did you watch Crazy Maxine Waters? I don't know if you saw this one. Crazy Maxine Waters goes to the Department of Education and tells the guard out front that's keeping the doors closed from everybody that nobody can go in. And Crazy Maxine Waters says, I pay your salary. Well, no, Crazy Maxine, it's the other way around. He's a United States citizen. He pays your salary. You've never paid anybody's salary in your life. You've been working, I don't think. You've been working for the government for all these years. That means we pay you. You're supposed to do what we say, not the other way around. But that's government. They think that they run everything. They think that they are immune to everything, that everybody does everything on their schedule. It just baffles me. You're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, 8 tax deductions every homeowner should know about, the ABCs of auto insurance. Home price growth is moderating. Here's why that's good for you. All that and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you missed any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the numeral 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection. connection.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis. rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at ronsiegelradio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender. Are you a military veteran, first responder, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, then you're a Ron Siegel VIP hero and you may qualify for rewards up to $5,000 to $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with a Ron Siegel Radio partner. As a valued VIP hero, you receive special savings, rebates, and valuable discounts. Learn more by calling me, Ron Siegel, at 1-800-306-1990 or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. It's just our way of saying thank you.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. 1990, the Mortgage Minute today being brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990 every day at this time, OBMMI. They provide the most comprehensive, accurate, timely, and interactive analysis of pricing ever conducted in the mortgage industry, calculated from actual locked rates with consumers across 35% of all mortgage transactions nationwide. They do not tell us points paid, points received, or the APR. They tell us the number you put in your mortgage calculator to find out what it's going to cost you on a monthly basis, principal and interest only. If you don't have a mortgage calculator, go get our mobile app. It is free. rsrlinks.com/mobile app. rsrlinks.com/mobile app. Rates on Friday, conventional 30-year fixed 6.794. That was up. Jumbo 30-year fixed 6.757. That was down. FHA 30-year fixed 6.526. That was up. VA 30-year fixed 6.362. That was up. USDA 30-year fixed 6.423. That one was down. If you want our thoughts about the market each and every business day morning, as early as the data allows, we do put out a report You can get that at rsrlinks.com/market minute, rsrlinks.com/market minute. So let's see what's driving the markets today. We always like to look at what is driving them today. The S&P 500 is now up 29.17. We've got the 10-year treasuries basically flat. 4.49 is the yield on that. Mortgage-backed securities are up 4 basis points. Remember, that's the bond. When the bond goes up, the rates go down. 4 basis points doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot, so we're not seeing much of a move. But it's all going to be this week, is going to be all coming on Wednesday, but I'll talk about that in just a second. Very interesting proposals that the U.S. Treasury is considering, including revaluing the gold held by the government from its currently valuation of $42. Gold at $42, really? To the current market price around $2,900. This would magically cause the U.S. to have another $800 to $900 billion. The reason why this is important for rates, taking an action like this means they can issue less treasuries, and less treasury supply would be a good thing for the bond market. When there's less treasury supply and it's good for the bond market, that's going to help our mortgage rates. The consumer price index, that's going to drive the market this week. That's coming out on Wednesday. It's expected to show headline inflation come in between 0.24 and 0.3%. And since the replacement is 0.31 from last January, it could cause the year-over-year figure to remain at 2.9%. The critical core reading is expected to come in at 0.3% month over month. And because replacement is 0.39 for the yearly figure to decline from 3.2 to 3.1. Although the headline reading is likely to come in as expected, especially with the increase in food prices and oil in January, we think the core reading could come in beneath market estimates, as it will be less influenced by food and energy and may get some help from shelter. The shelter component makes up 46% of the entire core reading, and we have started to see this component catch up and trend lower. If it comes in as we expect, core CPI comes 1/10 lower than estimates, especially considering that the shelter replacement from last year is 0.63%. So if that comes in lower, that could help our bonds and could lead to a reduction in interest. So right now I'm looking at Wednesday's pricing probably being a bit better than we're seeing right now. So we're holding off right now on any locking, but that's just our opinion. If I knew exactly what the markets would do, I'd be a bond trader, not doing a radio show here in the morning and leading a lending team. That's the Mortgage Minute, brought to you by our friends at Geneva Financial. When you're ready for that next home loan, Geneva's got the programs and the products. You just need to make the call, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. Home price growth is moderating. Here's why it's good for you. Over the past few years, home prices skyrocketed. It's been frustrating for buyers, leaving many wondering if they'd ever get a shot at owning a home. But here's some welcome news. The whirlwind pace of home price growth is slowing down. Home prices are rising at a healthy pace. We like that. At the national level, home prices are still going up, but not as much, but at a much more moderate or normal pace. For example, in January, the year-over-year increase in home prices was just 3.8% nationally, according to Case-Shiller. That's a far cry from the double-digit spikes that occurred in 2021 and 2022. And you'll see those if you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk AM 1490 or FM 98.1 video feeds. This more normal home price growth might make buying a home feel more attainable for many buyers. You won't face the same sticker shock or rapid price jumps that made it hard to plan your purchase just a few years ago. At the same time, steady growth means The home you buy today will likely appreciate in value over time. Prices vary from market to market. While the national story is one of moderate price growth, it's important to remember that all real estate is local. Some markets are seeing stronger growth while others are cooling off or even seeing slight declines. As Selma Hepp, chief economist of CoreLogic, notes, quote, regionally, variations persist as some affordable areas, including smaller metros in the Midwest, remain in high demand and continue to see upward home price pressures. Meanwhile, other regions saw slight month-over-month declines in November, according to the Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA. And again, we've got another graph. What does this mean for you? It's crucial to understand what's happening in your local market. A national average can't tell the whole story. That's where working with a local real estate agent can help. They have the tools and expertise to give you the full picture of what's happening in your area. And if you want all the details of what's happening in your area, in your zip code, all you have to do is go to rsrlinks.com/market report. rsrlinks.com/market report. And our tools here track every home for sale in every zip code of the United States, and you get them for free. rsrlinks.com/market report. And again, we give that to you all at no cost to you. Bottom line, home prices are growing at a more manageable pace, and working with a local real estate agent can help you navigate the ups and downs of your specific market. How have changing home prices impact your plans to buy? Give me a call. Again, as a certified liability advisor, I help families build wealth through strategic debt management, and real estate comes with generally a mortgage. That's what we're talking about. We help you right there. That is the Real-Time Real Estate segment, brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. And if you're thinking about buying or if you're thinking about selling, you got to get a hold of our tools that we give you for free there too. So I already told you about the getting on the mailer that we have that tells you about every home for sale. But what about the home buyer's guide? We've got two of them. We've got an annual version that we put out. You can look at that one, rsrlinks.com/HBG2025, rsrlinks.com/HBG2025. And we update that every single quarter. All you do is take the 2025 off that. rsrlinks.com/HBG, rsrlinks.com/HBG. We give them both to you. We give them to you for free. Now, you say, Ron, I'm not thinking about moving right now. I want to wait till a little bit later in the year. Well, start the planning process now. Get both of those. And equally as important, or more important when you talk to us as certified liability advisors, I want you to pay your credit card bills the right way for FICO scoring purposes. Go to rsrccpayment.com, rsrccpayment.com, and pay your credit card bills the right way. When you do that, it's going to help you build your credit score. Why is that important? It saves you hundreds, thousands, or thousands of dollars when you're looking at buying that new home. Now, if you are thinking about buying that new home and you want to think about getting your credit scores up, we give you tools there too. rsrlinks.com/credit tips. rsrlinks.com/credit tips. And we put together a guide for you to help you with getting that credit score up. Now, I mentioned in the Mortgage Minute today that our forecast is that we're going to see some rates drop later this week. Are you ready? If you're not ready, and if you're paying that high interest rate, we want to know what's the number that will give you an incentive to go and start taking action. Don't tell me about an interest rate because that's meaningless. What I want to know is dollars, because I can't spend interest rates. Neither can you. But you can spend dollars. So go to rsrlinks.com/what's your number. rsrlinks.com/what's your number. And take a look at the video. get the mobile app, apply for a loan online, and when we hit that number that makes sense for you, it'll trigger our systems to give you a immediate go, and we'll start getting that done for you. Now, do I know if rates are going to drop on Wednesday? I think they will. Do I know if they're going to go back up on Thursday? No. So what we want to do is we want to be ready for that exact moment in time when we can get you set to roll. You are listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate current events and the financial markets. When we come back, we're going to talk about 8 tax deductions every homeowner should know about. And we'll talk about the 3 biggest mistakes sellers are making right now. All that and more. Reach me anytime. Off-air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or RonSiegelRadio.com, Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube, Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio, your home and mortgage connection.
Are you a renter and tired of making monthly payments? Paying off someone else's mortgage? Hey, it's Ron Siegel here to help you stop renting and start owning your dream home with amazing low interest rates. And you could potentially qualify for a $500,000 home for less than $5,000 out of pocket. So stop renting. Start owning with Ron Siegel. Learn more at RonSiegelRadio.com and start owning today. Licensed under NMLS 217037, Equal Housing Lender.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis, rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Are you a veteran, own a home, and need money? The Siegel Lending Team is here to help veterans refinance and get the money they need. The VA 100 lets you borrow up to 100% of your home's value, refinance your mortgages, consolidate credit cards, and lower your payments by an average of $700 a month. And the Siegel Lending Team knows that character means more than a credit score. Call 800-306-1990. That's 800-306-1990. Rate subject to change without notice. Licensed by the California Department of Corporations, NMLS 21037, and DRE number 018694552.
Are you a military veteran, first responder, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, then you're a Ron Siegel VIP hero, and you may qualify for rewards up to $5,000 to $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with a Ron Siegel Radio partner. As a valued VIP hero, you receive special savings, rebates, and valuable discounts. Learn more by calling me, Ron Siegel, at 1-800-306-1990 or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. It's just our way of saying thank you.
Are you paying rent because you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you paying rent because you don't believe you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? At Siegel Lending Team at RonIsMyLender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel Lending Team today at RonIsMyLender.com. Again, RonIsMyLender.com. Licensed under NMLS 217037. RonIsMyLender.com.
Confused about the home buying process? Or curious how much you really know about buying a home? Take the First Home IQ quiz to test your understanding of buying a home. Created by the nonprofit First Home IQ, this 5-minute quiz will give you a score, what you missed, and why. Take the quiz in 5 minutes at rsrlinks.com/FHIQ and find out what you need to know about buying your first home. That's rsrlinks.com/FHIQ.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions. As well as tremendous opportunities, you just need some trusted guidance. That's my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The real-time real estate segment today being brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. The 3 biggest mistakes sellers are making right now if you want to sell your house. Having the right strategies and expectations is key. But some sellers haven't adjusted to where the market is today. They're not factoring in that there are more homes for sale or that buyers are being more selective with their budgets, and those sellers are making some costly mistakes. Here's a quick rundown of the 3 most common mistakes sellers are making and how partnering with an expert agent can help you avoid every single one of them. Number 1, pricing the home too high. According to a survey by John Burns Real Estate Consulting and Keeping Current Matters, the real estate agents agree the number 1 thing sellers struggle with right now is setting the right price for their house. If you're watching us on RonSiegelRadio.tv, any of our socials, or the ABC News and Talk, AM 1490 or FM 98.1 video feed, you are seeing a chart. 58% of agents say sellers have the most trouble setting the right price in today's market. And more often than not, homeowners tend to overprice their listings. If you aren't up to speed on what's happening in your market, you may give in to temptation to price high so you can have as much wiggle room as possible to negotiate. You don't want to do this. Today's buyers are more cautious due to higher rates and tight budgets, and a price that feels out of reach will scare them off. And if no one's looking at your house, how's it going to sell? This is exactly why more sellers are having to do the price cuts. Now, if you haven't seen it, go look at the video. We did a full show or full segment on pricing your house to maximize the sales price. rsrlinks.com/salesmax. rsrlinks.com/salesmax. Watch the video. Price your house right. Again, to avoid this headache, trust your agent's expertise from day one. A great agent will be able to tell you what your neighbor's house just sold for and how that impacts the value of your home. Number 2, skipping repairs. Another common mistake is trying to avoid work on your house. That leaky faucet or squeaking door might not bother you, but to buyers, small maintenance issues can be red flags. They may assume those little flaws are signs of bigger problems, and it could cost you when offers come in lower or buyers ask for concessions. As Investopedia says, quote, sellers who do not clean up and stage their homes throw money down the drain. Failing to do these things can reduce your sales price and may also prevent you from getting a sale at all. If you haven't attended to minor issues such as a broken doorknob or dripping faucet, a potential buyer may wonder whether the house has larger, costlier issues that haven't been addressed either, unquote. The solution? Give me a call at 800-306-1990, and let's talk about it. We might even talk about having a pre-listing inspection done. Number 3, refusing to negotiate. Buyers today are feeling the pinch of high home prices and mortgage rates. With affordability that tight, they may come in with an offer that's lower than you want to see. Don't take it personally. Instead, focus on the end goal, selling your house. Your agent can help you negotiate confidently without letting emotions cloud your judgment. At the same time, with more homes on the market, buyers have options. With that comes more negotiating power. They may ask for repairs, closing cost assistance, or other concessions. Be prepared to have these conversations. Again, lean on your agent to guide you. Sometimes a small compromise can seal the deal without derailing your bottom line. Again, I think we have another one for that one too, don't we, Josh? rsrlinks.com/buy down. I think we did that one. rsrlinks.com/buy down. You might want to say to the seller, hey, you know something? I can't give you as much toward that price cut, but what if I give you a little help on your interest rate? And that's where the buy down comes in from. And I think we did this one, rsrlinks.com/buy down, rsrlinks.com/buy down. Now, don't tell anybody I told you. This is just a secret between you and me. A $60,000 rate cut could be accomplished with a $20,000 buy down when it comes to the payments. So go watch the video, rsrlinks.com/buy down. That'll help you right there. So we keep on watching these things for you. At the time when more homes with the market, be prepared to have a conversation. Again, you're going to lean on that agent. U.S. News and World Reports, quote, if you received an offer for your house that isn't quite what you'd hoped it would be, negotiate. The only way to come to a successful deal is to make sure the buyer also feels like he or she benefits. Consider offering to cover some of the buyer's closing costs or agree to a credit for a minor repair the inspector found, unquote. The biggest mistake of all, not using a real estate agent. Notice anything? For each of these mistakes, partnering with an agent helps prevent them from happening in the first place. And again, if you did what we told you in our SalesMax presentation, rsrlinks.com/salesmax, you may get multiple offers even in today's market because your agent is showing you how to use the buyer's agent commission to get you more offers. Bottom line, avoid these common mistakes by starting with the right plan and the right agent. Give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. I'll put you in touch with the right agent. And the ones that partner with us on Ron Siegel Radio, we even put those houses on TV to advertise them. Think about that now. I'm old, and I've gone kicking and screaming. Before I tell you that, the real-time real estate segment brought to you by rsrmoney.com, rsrmoney.com. So being old and going kicking and streaming into the current market, Josh is going to start laughing at me. My kids already laugh at me. I still have DirecTV. Now, I know it's stupid. I'm getting rid of it shortly. But I've been, for the last few weeks, everything I do, I've been watching on YouTube TV. Now, there's probably better solutions. I just haven't figured them out yet. But YouTube TV, it's a streaming service. It costs, I think, like 25%, 75% savings from my DirecTV bill. But here's the issue. The agents we partner with are all having their houses presented on Roku and on Apple TV and Google TV and Samsung TV and all kinds of different YouTube TV, all these different streaming services, they're all there. Now, if the first-time buyer, this is an interesting one. The average age of a first-time buyer is now up to age 39. Now, I know the listeners of Ron Siegel Radio, we're smarter than that. So I know a lot of you are buying younger than that because you're getting the first-time home buyer property. You don't have to go and get that dream home. You're getting a starter home. But you're already using all these streaming services, so the properties are all right there. Now, why do I say that? It's because that's where people are going to find what they're looking for. You know, does anybody go to the newspaper anymore to look for the open houses? I'm not sure anybody even buys newspapers anymore. When I was young, a long time ago, The Sunday Times was a thick newspaper. Now you can fold it in half. It's not a big deal. So make sure you're partnering with someone that's with Ron Siegel Radio. Ron Siegel Radio. That way we make sure your houses are all on TV as well. That's, again, real-time real estate. Do we have time for the tax deductions, Josh? Okay, Josh says yes. Okay, Borrow Smart segment brought to you by rsrhomeselect.com, rsrhomeselect.com. 8 tax deductions every homeowner should know about. Owning a home is one of the biggest financial moves you'll ever make, but did you know that it can also bring significant tax benefits? Many homeowners overlook tax deductions that could save them thousands each year. So whether you're a first-time buyer or a long-time homeowner, understanding these tax advantages can help you make smarter financial decisions. Today, we're breaking down 8 key tax deductions that could put more money back in your pocket. Number 1, mortgage interest deduction. Let's start with the big one, the mortgage interest deduction. If you itemize your tax return, you can deduct the interest paid on mortgage, reducing your taxable income. This can be especially valuable in the earlier years of homeownership when most of the monthly payment goes toward interest rather than principal. And I'm going to say this once. I don't know, maybe I'll say it again in this. Check with your tax preparer, your CPA, enrolled agent. Pro tip on this. This deduction applies to mortgages up to $750,000 or $375,000 if filing separately. If your mortgage exceeds this amount, consult with a tax professional to determine how much you can deduct. Number 2, home equity loan and HELOC interest. Need to tap into your home's equity for renovations or repairs. If you take out a home equity loan or a home equity line of credit, the interest may be tax deductible, but only if the funds are used to buy, build, or improve your primary residence. Key takeaway: if you used your HELOC for a kitchen remodel, you might get a tax break, but if you used it for a vacation or to pay off credit card debt, no deduction there. Number 3, discount points on your mortgage. If you purchased your home with a mortgage, you may have paid discount points to lower your interest rate. These points are essentially prepaid interest, and they can be deducted on your tax return. Example, if you paid $4,000 in discount points on a $400,000 mortgage, that amount may be deductible. However, you'll need to meet IRS requirements to claim the full deduction in the year you paid them. Number 4, property tax deduction. Your annual property taxes can be deducted on your federal tax return up to a combined limit of $10,000 for state and local taxes. This deduction can make a huge difference in areas with high property taxes. Again, an important note, if you take the standard deduction instead of itemizing, you won't be able to claim property tax deductions. That's why it's always good to compare both options when you're filing your taxes. Again, talk to your tax preparer. Number 5, homeowners association fees. A limited deduction. For most homeowners, HOA fees are not deductible. However, if you rent out your home or part of it, you may be able to write off some of those fees as business expense. Similarly, if you have a dedicated home office, a portion of your HOA fees may qualify as a deduction. Bottom line, HOA fees won't help your tax return unless you use your home for rental business purposes. Number 6, home improvements and capital gains benefits. If you've made significant home improvements, think major renovations, new additions, or structural upgrades, these expenses may not be immediately deductible, but they can help lower capital gains taxes when you sell your home. Here's how it works. Let's say you bought your house for $300,000 and paid $50,000 into renovations. When you sell your house, when you sell it for $450,000, your taxable gain is reduced by the IRS because the IRS counts your home's cost basis as $350 instead of $300. This means lower taxes when you sell, which is a major benefit for long-term homeowners. Number 7, home office deduction. If you're self-employed and work from home, you might be able to deduct part of your mortgage, utilities, and maintenance costs. However, your home office must be exclusively used for business purposes. A laptop on the kitchen counter will not qualify. There are 2 ways to deduct this deduction or to calculate the deduction. The simplified method, deduct $5 per square foot of your home office, up to 300 square feet. The actual expenses method, deduct a percentage of your home expenses based on the square footage of your office compared to your total home size. Tip: if you're a remote employee, this deduction does not apply. It's only for self-employed individuals or business owners. Again, talk to your tax preparer. Number 8, capital gains exclusion when selling your home. Thinking of selling your home, you may be able to exclude up to $250,000 of capital gains from your taxable income, or $500,000 if filing jointly. To qualify, the home must be your primary residence. You must have lived in it for 2 out of the last 5 years before selling. Example: couple buys a home for $400,000, sells it for $700,000. The $300,000 profit would normally be taxable. Thanks to the capital gains exclusion, they only owe taxes on $50,000 of that gain. If you've been living in your home for a few years and see rising property values, this could be a game changer when it's time to sell. Final thoughts? Are you maximizing your tax benefits? Understanding tax deduction is one of the smartest ways to make home ownership more affordable, but the key is to strategic financial planning, and that's where I can help. As a certified liability advisor, I specialize in helping families build wealth through smart debt management and financial planning. If you're looking to make the most of your mortgage, reduce your tax burden, or plan for long-term financial success, give me a call at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. If you're listening to Ron Siegel Radio, discussing your real estate, current events, and the financial markets. When we come back, the ABCs of auto insurance you need to know about, all that and more. Reach me anytime. Off air number 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. Facebook.com/Ron Siegel Radio. And if you miss any part of our broadcast, Ron Siegel 1 on YouTube. Ron Siegel, the number 1 on YouTube. Stay tuned. We'll be back in just a few.
Ron Siegel Radio. Your home and mortgage connection.
Are you like many of your neighbors trying to figure out how to pay off your debts so you can retire someday? Build bigger savings. Invest in opportunities. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Debt will destroy 50% of Americans from being able to retire earlier and with more. What if you could have a guaranteed program that could show you how to eliminate all of your debt in 10 years or less, all without having to spend more each month than you spend right now? Yes, that's correct. All without spending more from your checkbook each month than you are today. Get your free analysis today to see if you qualify. Visit rsrnodebt.com. Log on today for your free analysis, rsrnodebt.com. No purchase necessary. The free analysis takes only 2 minutes. rsrnodebt.com. Ron Siegel Radio is your home and mortgage connection. Go to rsrnodebt.com. rsrnodebt.com.
Are you earning a safe, secure 10+% return on your investments? Is your credit score over 800? Are you living in the home of your dreams or simply where you think you can afford? If the answer to any of these questions is no, what are you doing about it? Text ATP to 79564. Complete a 3-minute complimentary survey, and the area trusted professionals of Ron Siegel Radio will reach out to you to develop a success strategy for you. Again, all you need to do is text ATP to 79564.
Confused about the home buying process? Or curious how much you really know about buying a home? Take the First Home IQ quiz to test your understanding of buying a home. Created by the nonprofit First Home IQ, this 5-minute quiz will give you a score, what you missed, and why. Take the quiz in 5 minutes at rsrlinks.com/FHIQ and find out what you need to know about buying your first home. That's rsrlinks.com/FHIQ.
Are you a military veteran, first responder, doctor, nurse, or teacher? If so, then you're a Ron Siegel VIP hero, and you may qualify for rewards up to $5,000 to $10,000 when you buy, sell, or refinance a home with a Ron Siegel Radio partner. As a valued VIP hero, you receive special savings, rebates, and valuable discounts. Learn more by calling me, Ron Siegel, at 1-800-306-1990 or visit VIPHeroProgram.com. It's just our way of saying thank you.
You're listening to Ron Siegel's Home and Finance Show with local and national expert Ron Siegel. Now, here's Ron.
Welcome back to Ron Siegel Radio. Within every market, there are solutions as well as tremendous opportunities. You just need some trusted guidance. That is my message, and I will be delivering it every day on Ron Siegel Radio or anytime at 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. The Borrow Smart segment today being brought to you by rsrhomeselect.com. rsrhomeselect.com. The ABCs of auto insurance, what you need to know. When purchasing a home, planning for retirement, or managing debt, most people don't think about auto insurance, but they should. Protecting your assets isn't just about home insurance or financial planning. It's about ensuring that every part of your financial life is secure. Today, we're diving into the ABCs of auto insurance, what you need, what you might not need, and how making the right choices can keep more money in your pocket. Why auto insurance matters for your financial health. Many people treat auto insurance as a set it and forget it expense, simply paying the premium without thinking about how it impacts their long-term financial security. But in reality, the right policy can protect your savings, your home, and your future. Let's break down the key types of auto insurance coverage and why they matter. Essential coverage, what you need to have. By law, most states require drivers to carry certain types of insurance. If you own a car, these coverages are not optional. One, bodily injury liability. If you're at fault in an accident, this coverage pays for medical bills, legal fees, and compensation for injuries suffered by the other party. Without it, you could be sued and risk losing your savings or even your home. Number two, property damage liability. This covers damage to someone else's property, whether it's another vehicle, a fence, or even a building. Many people underestimate the cost of an accident, but even a minor fender bender can lead to thousands of dollars in repairs. Additional protection, what you should consider. While basic liability coverage is required, there are additional options that provide extra security, especially if you're serious about protecting your financial future. Number three, uninsured and underinsured motorist coverage. Not everyone follows the law. If you're hit by a driver without insurance or with inadequate insurance, this policy ensures you don't have to pay out of pocket for medical bills or repairs. Number four, medical payments or personal injury protection, PIP. This covers medical expenses for you and your passengers, regardless of who is at fault. In no-fault states, personal injury protection is often required and can also cover lost wages and even funeral expenses. Should you get collision and comprehensive coverage? If you took out a loan to purchase a car, your lender likely requires collision and comprehensive insurance. Even if your car is paid off, these coverages might still be a smart investment. Number five, collision coverage. Pays for damage to your car after an accident, whether you hit another vehicle, a structure, or even a pothole. Number six is comprehensive coverage. This covers damage from non-collision events like theft, weather damage, or hitting an animal. It also helps pay for windshield repairs, one of the most common auto claims. Smart insurance strategies to save you money. Auto insurance is a necessity, but that doesn't mean you have to overpay. Here are some strategies to lower your costs while staying protected. Bundle policies. Many insurers offer discounts if you bundle auto insurance with your home policy. Increase your deductible. A higher deductible lowers your monthly premium, but requires you to pay more out of pocket if you file a claim. Maintain a good credit score. Insurers use credit scores to determine rates. Better credit often means lower premiums. Drive safely. Avoid accidents and traffic violations can lead to better rates over time. Final thought, protecting your wealth beyond insurance. Auto insurance is just one piece of your financial puzzle. As a certified liability advisor, a CLA, I specialize in helping families build wealth through strategic debt management. A well-structured financial plan, including smart insurance decisions, can help you save money, reduce risk, and secure your financial future. Have questions about how auto insurance fits into your broader financial plan? Give me a call. 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990. Let's talk. The right strategy can make all the difference in the world. That is the Borrow Smart segment, brought to you by rsrhomeselect.com, rsrhomeselect.com. Quite simply, that Home Select program, if you qualify, is the best loan on the market, bar none. It actually helps you pay off your loan in anywhere from 25% to 30% of the time. Now, yes, it is a 30-year mortgage, but you're paid off 6, 7, 10 years. Almost every single scenario we've run, we've seen that. The interest rate is higher, but the dollar's out of pocket. Saves tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars every single time. And as always, we ask, set that first radio preset button to come back here and join Ron Siegel Radio, where we only speak about items affecting your house and your bank account. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Big thanks to Josh and Sean for engineering us today. And of course, a special thanks to you for spending a little bit of your day with us. That's all for Ron Siegel Radio. Again, if you have any questions or to meet any of our guests, call me anytime, 800-306-1990, 800-306-1990, or ronsiegelradio.com. And remember, make a lot of money so you help a lot of people and have a lot of fun. Have a great day. We'll talk to you next time on Ron Siegel Radio.